An historic rivalry is renewed on Saturday when the number 15 ranked Virginia Tech Hokies travel up to Morgantown to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers for the Black Diamond Trophy. This is 3304 Kickoff. My name is Andy Losi. On the desk with me is Katie Adams. Our reporters in Phoenix Brown, Will Laughlin, and Tyler Katz will join us on later in the program. Katie, how special is it that college football has the Black Diamond Trophy on the line once again?
That's right, Andy. The battle for the Black Diamond Trophy is on. West Virginia looking to knock off Virginia Tech for the first time since 2003. The Hokies have won the last 3 meetings against the Mountaineers, including that game in 2017 at FedEx Field. And if they're looking to do the same on Saturday, they're going to need to come up big on offense. That means utilizing those top receivers in Tavion Robinson and Trey Turner and getting the ball to Raheem Blackshear as much as possible. Their challenge on Saturday is going to be adjusting to a new offensive scheme without star tight end James Mitchell. And for more on Mitchell's injury, we go to Phoenix Brown.
One of the top headlines at Virginia Tech right now is that star tight end James Mitchell is out for the season. He's out for the season due to a knee injury that took place when he played against Middle Tennessee on September 11th. Losing Mitchell is definitely going to be a big loss for the team because he's one of the most versatile weapons on Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is number 15 as of right now, and losing Mitchell so early could be a blessing or a curse. Mitchell's replacement may potentially be Nick Gallo or Drake DeLulis, where they carry a lot of pressure on their shoulders to make sure that the offense is top-notch this weekend, playing against West Virginia. This is pretty heartbreaking for the team, especially Coach Fuente, but nevertheless, the team is hoping for Mitchell to have a safe and healthy recovery.
Well, obviously a tough loss for the Virginia Tech Hokies and tight end James Mitchell. Really hoping that some of the other players will be able to step up for the Hokies come Saturday. But Katie, the Mountaineers, they got plenty of X factors as well on their side of the ball.
Yeah, that West Virginia defense was dominant last weekend, recording their first shutout since 2015. And the Virginia Tech defense is going to need to come up big this weekend, too, if they want to stop Letty Brown, who's the Mountaineers' go-to guy in the red zone. Scoring twice last weekend within the 5-yard line, he ranks #1 in the Big 12 and #2 nationally in touchdowns.
And we mentioned about the offense and the defense as well, but special teams is also one of the strongest parts of this Mountaineers side. And more on that, we throw it on over to a reporter and Will Laughlin.
Deep in the country roads of West Virginia, the Mountaineers will host Virginia Tech's first road game of the season. West Virginia comes in 1-1 on the year. A big reason why has to do with the strength of their special teams unit, namely explosive wide receiver and kick returner Winston Wright Jr., who's averaging 51 yards per kickoff return, including 1 touchdown in 2 games this season. Look for special teams to play a big determining factor in this matchup. One player who's seen both sides of this rivalry is Doug Nestor. He transferred from Virginia Tech after 2 seasons with the program and is now the starting right guard for West Virginia. Nestor and the rest of the offensive line must prioritize keeping a clean pocket for West Virginia QB1 JARRET DOEGE. After a bounce-back performance in which he threw for 259 yards and 3 touchdowns against Long Island, DOEGE looks to carry on that momentum this weekend against the 15th-ranked Hokies. A stellar performance would go a long way to prove to the West Virginia fan base that he is indeed the man to lead the Mountaineers to glory this year. At the end of the day, that's what this is all about for West Virginia, proving to themselves and the college football world that they have what it takes to pull off the upset and extend their series lead on Saturday in Morgantown.
As we've dived into the program when it comes to players and coaches, we see there's plenty of experience on both sides of the ball. But for Katie, these fans of the Mountaineers and the Hokies for decades now, this matchup means so much to them.
That's right, Andy. This game comes at no surprise to lifelong Hokies and Mountaineers fans as these once Big East foes meet again. Fuente and company coming in with 1 win already, but in Neil Brown's 3rd season at the helm, this is his first matchup against the Hokies. West Virginia currently has an 18-game non-conference win streak at home and will look to make it 19 on Saturday. For more on the Black Diamond Trophy, we go to Tyler Katz.
It's been 6,194 days since the Mountaineers of West Virginia last held on to the Black Diamond Trophy. It's been so long, in fact, that when the Mountaineers take the field on Saturday, the players that will be in the starting lineup will have been in preschool the last time it had been in West Virginia's possession. A rivalry that dates back to the Big East. The Hokies and Mountaineers faced off every single year from 1978 to 2005. That 2005 matchup, the last time the Hokies made that trip to Morgantown. Overall, West Virginia leads the overall series 28-23 with 1 tie in the midst. But with the Hokies and Mountaineers facing off with a home-and-home with the first leg in Morgantown this Saturday, it should re-spark a rivalry that hasn't shown up since the last 2 decades.
Well, the Mountaineers look to get the Black Diamond Trophy back in Morgantown for the first time in several years. They'll be doing so with a noon kickoff at Milan Pushkar Stadium. That'll be up in Morgantown, West Virginia. It'll be a gold rush for the fans out there. You can tune in all the action on FS1. That's going to do it here from the 3304 kickoff. My name is Andy Losi, joined alongside today with Katie Adams, Phoenix Brown, Will Lachlan, and Tyler Katz, our reporters. This will do it from this edition. We'll catch you next time on the 3304 kickoff.